Hey, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm Walt, and I'm here once again with another day of free daily sports bets. All right, please like, please share. If you have not already done so, please subscribe. All right, so today we have four bets, all NBA, and we're gonna go straight into it. First bet, we're gonna go with Kyle Kuzma over 20 and a half points. Kyle is the hottest player in Washington, D.C., averaging 24.8 points over the last 5 games, 10 more than his season average, all right? Since Montez Harrell has been out with COVID and Spencer Dinwiddie, you know, um, they also expected to have 6 more players out. You know, he's been getting the shot attempts. Him and Beal. Beal has been the point guard, so that has been very, very good to Kyle Kuzma. Dinwiddie, they have him as questionable, so he may test out a protocol. But one thing I've seen a lot that a lot of guys that may test out a protocol, they may have him out because of conditioning. So I haven't seen any official word that he tested out a protocol, but he may still end up out because of conditioning. And honestly, even if Dinwiddie came back, I would be more concerned if Harrell was playing because Harrell primarily goal is the rebound and score. You know what I mean? Dunk, put up, put backs and stuff like that. But with Dinwiddie, he's still going to facilitate the ball more. And Kuzma right now, the way that he's playing, I got to go with him over 20 and a half points, especially with Harrell out. There's no doubt that Harrell should be out. And like I said, even if Dinwiddie comes back, with them playing at home, you know, I like Kyle Kuzma. They playing against the Houston Rockets. That should be a very favorable matchup for him. All right. Second bet, SadIQ Bay over 20 and a half points. The Pistons are on a 2-game winning streak, including the big win on Monday against the Bucks. Bay has been averaging 22.7 points in the 11 games this season that their number one scorer, Jeremy Grant, that's the number one scorer for the Pistons, have not been in the lineup. All right. The Hornets give up the most points in the NBA. So this should be a high scoring game with a lot of attempts for Bay because obviously without Grant, his attempts have been going up. So I definitely like him getting 21, 25, maybe even 30. All right. Now, third bet, Detroit Pistons versus Charlotte Hornets over 228 and a half points. The Hornets are averaging the second most points scored per game in the NBA. The last 3 games, the Pistons are averaging 4 more points than their season average. Charlotte, they have a very fast-paced offense that was evident on Monday when they played the Wizards. But they also give up the most points in the league, right? So Detroit played San Antonio on Saturday, which is another team similar to Charlotte who's in the top 5 in their games going over on the season, and they went over in that game. And I definitely like this to follow that same pattern. In fact, I actually look at Charlotte as a more fast-paced team than I do San Antonio. Just because of the guys that Charlotte has that could finish at the rim, like your LaMelo Balls, your Terry Rozier, Haywood can finish at the rim, Bridges, Washington, even though he's out. So they have Ish Smith. So they got a lot of fast-paced guys that can rip and run, which is going to allow a lot more opportunities to shoot the ball for the Detroit Pistons. So I definitely like this to go over. Detroit's been playing pretty good. You got Bay monstering it for them. And with the poor defense Charlotte has, this is going to be a favorable over. All right. With that being said, I'm also going with the Houston Rockets and the Washington Wizards over 229. Houston is the second. They give up the second most points to opponents in the league. Their only team that gives up more is, like I said, the Hornets. You have the Rockets in the last 3 games. They're giving up an average of 125. You have a red hot Kyle Kuzma. You can get 30 from Bradley Beal any given night. Houston is number 4 in the league, and their game's going over. So they're also in that top five of, their opponents when they play, that those games go over. You know, Houston is number 4 in the league in their games going over at 57.9%. Both teams are averaging in their last 3 games, over their season average, and over has actually hit 4 of the last 5 meetings in DC, and the one meeting that it didn't go over was a push. All right. So recap: Kyle Kuzma over 20.5 points, SadIQ Bay over 20.5 points, Pistons Hornets over 228.5 for the game, Rockets Wizards over 229 for the game. Good luck, happy betting, and most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose.